doctor. We want doctor.
Here in the Northern Territory, they want a doctor. For many Aborigines, the plea during this election campaign is for the most basic health care.
Okay, everybody agree with that?
Few doctors are prepared to work amongst remote Aboriginal communities, preferring better paid jobs with whites in the city. And those who do often leave disillusioned and frustrated at the lack of progress.
This is like a third or fourth world country right here in one of the most affluent countries in the world. And I think that's a challenge for all Australians, that something needs to be done to redress that.
But many whites feel their way of life is now under threat. Vast areas of the country are being claimed by Aboriginal groups under native title laws. The fight for possession is going through the courts. Pauline Hanson is appealing to those frightened of losing their property. She's angry that Aborigines qualify for welfare payments not available to whites, and says the Indigenous people have been given too much land already.
You cannot claim more attachment to a place because your ancestors were here first. You cannot claim to be more Australian than those who have lived here just as long as you have.
Aborigines were only recognised as Australian citizens after a referendum in 1967 gave them equal status with whites. Leaders see the current political campaign as equally important.
This is a critical time in Australia's history. It's almost a turning point. It's a point where Australians have to stand up and be counted once and for all.
The Prime Minister, John Howard, leads a Conservative coalition under threat from One Nation. He fears losing more votes if he appears too soft on Aborigines. Before the election, he pushed through legislation aimed at reducing Aboriginal land claims. And there's been no guarantee that the hundreds of millions of pounds devoted to aid projects will continue after the election. It's not yet clear who will win this election, but there's no doubt that Aborigines have already been the losers. Michael Peshat, BBC News, Canberra.